What is up, guys? Today we're doing a review on the Taylor Jensen Firewire Twinzer. This is my first time ever really sessioning a twin fin a bunch of times, so I'm really excited to get into it. Let's start out with a point of view session on a really small day. Conditions are very windy and even smaller than yesterday, so we're going to see how small I can surf it in. It might be tough for me today, honestly. I'm going to be surprised if I get a wave, but yeah, let's give it a try. And it's cold. It's really cold today. Alright guys, so this was not my first session on the board, but this was probably the smallest day that I surfed on this board. I would usually ride a longboard when it's like 1 foot, occasional 2 foot, but I decided to try it out on this day, and surprisingly I was gaining a lot of speed down the line. I was able to do a couple little carves and whatnot, and the board was actually performing pretty well despite the lack of power in the waves. So for reference, I was about between 215 and 220 pounds without a wetsuit on when I was filming this, and I definitely felt like even when it was small, I had enough board under me to get into waves without becoming too frustrated. I did have a little bit of an issue putting my back foot in the right spot. I wasn't putting my foot back far enough, but I was just kind of getting used to the board. As you can see, looks pretty comfortable paddling. This one was a 7, I believe, and so that would make it 48.4 liters. So the stock sizes that I see on the website, we have 6'8" at 43.7 liters, 7'0" at 48.4 liters, and 7'2" at 51.3 liters. Now that I'm reading this, I think this is actually the 7'2". Now, in terms of construction, it says that it's a helium core with fiberglass lamination. Now, if you're wondering what that is, so am I. So let's look it up real quick. So I'm just going to read this straight off the Firewire website. It says, "This is your ideal technology choice for generating speed in weak, everyday waves. Our helium technology is a stringless 1.0 pound EPS foam core with rails made from Polonia and balsa wood, running the complete length from nose to tail, combined with 3mm proprietary aerospace composite deck skin." Yeah, so this is pretty technical. Comment in the comment section, anyone who really understands this stuff. So basically, it's a type of technology made for weak waves. A lot of times in New Jersey, this is what we have. This is what you're going to see in this video. The waves never got big when I had the chance to use this board. And by big, I mean like chest high, occasional headsets maybe. I don't really surf when it gets big. So we'll see if maybe another time I can borrow the board again and we can get a shot at surfing a little bigger, more high quality waves on this board. I'm sure it's going to go great. Also, another good aspect of this kind of construction is that it says that it's more durable. Here on the website it says helium deck skins are beneficial for both durability and performance, and have a memory that will rebound back to form after being compressed, making it very responsive in addition to keeping your deck surface pristine for many years. I did notice that the board, it seemed very solid, but not like stiff and heavy. It's a really light board. It seemed like it would be pretty hard to hurt the surface of the board at all. Yeah, it seems super durable. And I'm really hard on stuff, so that would be something that I would look for if I was getting a surfboard that I was going to surf all the time. This board really does seem like a good all-around board for a lot of different conditions. I think from small up to probably like head high, I would feel comfortable surfing this board. I've gotten to try a lot of boards over the past year or so, and I've found that the ones in the mid-length range, somewhere between like 6'6", 6'5", 6'6", and then like in the low 7s, seem to be the boards that I pull out the most and end up surfing the most, because you have the paddle power, you can be kind of cruisy on it, but then you can also do turns and you can take it out when it's a little bigger if you wanted to, because a board with that amount of literage, like I can kind of duck dive it, so I'm not going to get smoked like I would on a longboard. So for me, that's kind of what I'm looking for in like an all-around surfboard. It kind of hits all the marks. It was definitely a bit of a learning curve trying to figure out how to use the twin fin. I did really like the feel of it. My foot positioning was not the best. You can see in like some of these clips that are coming up, like my foot is not on the tail. And so I would like to get some more sessions on a twin fin to just really get used to it and figure out where my foot needs to be. I think it's also because the board was a little longer. I was popping up like in the middle, but then never like really repositioning my foot. But yeah, anyway, I had a lot of fun on it. Wish we had gotten some better waves, but that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. You never know what you're going to get in Jersey. Give it a good shot. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. Would you try this board? If this board did strike your interest, Firewire Surf Shop rents this exact board that I was surfing, so you guys can go check it out, rent it for a day, see if you like it. They also sell Firewire boards over there, obviously, and yeah, I definitely recommend it. So I'm going to end the video here. Here's just a random longboard session where we were swapping each other's boards, and yeah, enjoy. And if you're not subscribed, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and remember to go surf or do whatever you like to do. See you later.